Hi, I'm Sarah Ward. I'm a speech and language pathologist and co-director of Cognitive Connections, which is a private practice here in Wakefield, Massachusetts. And gosh, I've been working in the expertise of executive function for over 30 years, and I've seen a lot of changes over 30 years. And really, I think what I'm all about is practical strategies. I think at the end of the day, I really find almost every educator just wants to be able to leave and say, what are 10 things I can put in my toolbox to take to my classroom tomorrow? Not once have I ever given a presentation that I've not had somebody come up to me at the end of the presentation and say one of several things. Typically, they will say to me, "This is me. I have challenges with executive function." Or they will say, "Oh my goodness, we have a teacher in our school who is really struggling with this." And even more and more, we're seeing that students who are, out of college and they're brand new teachers, that they may have a little bit of a lag in the development of executive function. But not only that, I think the other thing that's been driving me around this is that for years I've worked on executive function with students in the classroom, but the demands of executive function on teachers have exponentially increased in the last 5 years. And so what we're finding is that not only do we have to support strategies in teaching students to develop executive function skills, we need to give teachers tools so that they can more effectively execute tasks. We want teachers to learn, how can I get myself organized? How can I create routines and transitions that feel more effective? How can I see and sense and plan time in order to then support those skills in my students as well? Key takeaway is, again, an entirely new understanding of what executive function really is. That the second key thing is that situational awareness is a huge underpinning of executive function. And so we do a lot of strategies on teaching both students, but as well as teachers, how can you maximize your ability to read a room and be situationally aware and to organize the space? There are tiny tweaks that you can make to the space so that the environment doesn't thwart but supports executive function skills. What are the tiny tweaks that you can make in terms of time management to your classroom so that you're able to complete the things that you want within allocated time, and your students are as well? We're also going to give you a lot of strategies on how do you actually organize lesson plans in a more efficient way so that they support the development of executive function skills, but it's also so much easier on you so that you don't feel like as a teacher you have to repeat yourself thousands of times and you feel more organized as you enter the classroom in the day.